Hi there. I'm author Wes Olszewski, creator of many books, and I'm here to announce today that I have a new book coming out. It'll be out in the spring of next year. It's my first shipwreck book in about 7 years. I was writing books about World War II in the Great Lakes, and pretty much got away from my shipwreck writing that I treasure so much. But now that that assignment is completed, I'm now back in my comfort zone, writing about Great Lakes shipwrecks. And I came up with a very special line of subject for this book. This one, I decided it was going to be just fun for me to come back and do some really deep research. And what caught my attention was last year at this time. As you know, we're all coming up on November 10th, which is, this year is the 45th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And everybody on the Great Lakes, or who's in the Great Lakes maritime circles, takes that day to remember the Fitz and her crew. That's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. They also, by doing so, bring attention back to what goes on in maritime history on the lakes, or what has happened in maritime history on the lakes. And a lot of people gain new interest in that. I found that when I go to see people in schools and talk to school kids, I often write on their writing surface. You don't have blackboards anymore, but you have these magic writing surfaces. And I'll put up a question: how many shipwrecks have there been on the Great Lakes? And the first answer will be 25. The next answer will be 620. And the next answer will be more than 8,000. And the final answer will be, there was only the Edmund Fitzgerald. You would be amazed at how many times even some of the teachers pick the last answer. The Edmund Fitzgerald sank on November 10th. That is classically known as the early November storm season. So what I did is, after watching some of the coverage from last year's Edmund Fitzgerald events, I just kind of put a thing on the internet. I says, well, wait a minute, folks. What about all the other vessels that sank on November 10th? Not November 10th, 1975, but November 10th throughout Great Lakes maritime history. I told my publisher that what I wanted to do is I wanted to write this next book about that. So, although there will be some really great original artwork by the great Tony Strubert on the cover of that book that will feature the Edmund Fitzgerald, and although I will write an introductory chapter that will tell about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, the rest of the book is going to be about all of the other shipwrecks that occurred on or about November 10th. So that pretty much takes you from the days of November 9th through the 11th. And if you look back in history, you'll find there are hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. So I picked out the yummiest ones, the best ones, the most interesting ones, the most obscure ones. And that's what's going to go into my new book. It'll be out in the spring. Its title right now will be The Witch of November. So I want you to watch for it. The Witch of November will be coming out in the spring of 2021. I hope you like it. I liked writing it. It's completely written right now. It took me less than a year to do it, and I really had fun. I hope you'll have fun reading it.